in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Auburn Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Kane. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. They'll try the run. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Gonna run it. It's Cobb. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. Powers through the defender. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And the Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He'll set up to throw. Sets up the screen. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Georgia going up tempo. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Get it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They'll give it to him again. This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the outside. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's looking deep. Brings it in down the left side. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles. He can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Keep it on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And I
feel like the defense needed that stop. Or already given up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowling up, getting that third down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. The give to the tailback. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Power football with the run. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Catch in the middle. It's Howard. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, gets the first down.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Stockton. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, they're just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. caught in the backfield. It's Thompson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Took a shot as he threw. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Gets it past the marker. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now adjusting. Lets it fly. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Slithers into space. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw at Stockton. Using his feet to buy time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
This This quarterback has got a ton of speed, and it doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game, too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dangerous screen into traffic. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Just trying to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Stockton. Hauls it in. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Branch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. On the run, it's Alston. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Grab behind the line. It's Thompson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down.
42 Spider. 4-2.
A designed run for the quarterback. Breaks into the open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And your decision to go for it on fourth down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He leaves it with his back. They stop him well short of the marker. It's fourth down from the 27.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
So they'll send out the field goal unit, and he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Between the uprights, it's good. The lead is down to a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Alabama. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Turning it on. Hard running there. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back and leaves it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
To the air, it's Stockton. takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Finds his man. It's Jones. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And there you see the mind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. DB's right up on the receivers. The give to the single back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Trying to slam in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Georgia.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They give him the rock again on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Alston. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Get this drive started from the 29. Running back searching for a hole. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Stepping up to help this defense on third down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. To the air, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's dealt. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Just a little off. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Tight end now in motion. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. It's complete. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Just keeps swinging it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
And the red and black going crazy, the fans going nuts, and Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs, but man, they got to do something about it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. That's caught. It's Simmons.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Dogs can really attack on this second and short. And wings it incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. With the catch, it's Thomas. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.